Welcome back to Harp Basics. This is third. Couple of things. Currently I'm wearing a metal piece of jewelry and it may clunk against the harp, so that's something always to keep in mind when you're going to play, is that you may be wearing something that's going to cause interference. The other thing that I really want to mention to you is calluses. We do develop calluses. And so when you are practicing, like I'm doing now, that I am trying to re-establish my harp calluses. It's been about 6 months since I was playing regularly. And so I'm using this time as really a very good thing for me to re-establish my calluses and my passive technique that I could have forgotten. What you saw me doing at the beginning, I'm going down a third. I've got the harp in C, so a third means that there's one string that I'm not using between the two fingers. When you begin, you may want to just focus on one hand at a time. Close it properly, play the other finger, open it. It's harder to see there. I definitely have some wrist issues and arm issues that are going on. I can see that. But today I'm going to refer back to this book by Deborah Farrow, Harp Exercises for Agility and Speed, really looking at the things that she does. She has on page 1 some exercises for 2 fingers. And she really starts, actually she's starting more along this line. So I'll get my elbow up, wrist in the right position, feet are flat on the floor, and she is giving these. So I have 4-finger on C and thumb 1 and 2. 1, 2 on C and E. And she's showing them being played together. And then replace and come up a step to the next. Uh-oh. Better. I had my thumbnail touched the F when I came back down. I don't want that. Bad me. So this is one of the things that we pay attention to, one of the reasons to go slow. And being able to do the same thing with the bass. That's like the 6th exercise. And just going up slightly more than an octave from C until you get back up to this C. Now, yesterday, or in the second video, I mentioned that this C, D generally sounds like a discord. It's not really. The things you want to be able to do with your fingers. So here we have the 2 fingers with no string in between them. That's called a second. If I raise 1 up, there's 1 string between them. That's called a third because there are actually 3 strings involved. 1, 2, 3. Raise it 1 more. C to F. Third, fourth. And then we get to the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would be C and G. Of course, it would be possible to go from G to F, the second, G to E, third, G to D, fourth, G to C, fifth. So these two fingers, 1 and 2, whichever side you're playing, generally have this distance, can go a fifth. Of course your finger can probably go further. So if you consider how far, I do have large hands, how far apart 1 and 2 can be, for me it's an 11th. But it's practically can't get any sound out of that one. And there's tension everywhere. And pulling 2 could easily get me, which might be something I want, but probably isn't. So usually for stretches over a sixth, remember we talked fifth, C to F. Usually for stretches greater than that, we start bringing in our third finger, and for stretches more than the sixth, the seventh, and the eighth, we're bringing in our fourth finger. So for me, for the 11th, it would be but we're not going to talk about working the third and the fourth finger today. We're just focusing on 1 and 2 today. So if you think in terms of exercises for this, you want to be able to move I missed something. I'm fumbling. And the same thing for your left hand. That's just the third and the fourth and the fifth. These two fingers. Okay? 1 and 2. 1 and 2. You want to be able to do them together. You want to be able to control them separately. So let's think of our tune, Red, Red, Black. What could we do with this? I'm going to have this finger playing down here, and I'm going to have these two playing a third apart. And how can I do this if we are thinking the 1 a penny, 2 a penny? So So this hand is keeping the shape, playing both together. Last one, I don't really like it. It doesn't quite fit. So when I'm playing it down the last time, how could I make it sound better? Probably this way, by making it a fourth between the F and the C. And that, you could do the same thing with the left hand. You could have them both going the same way. So that gives you something to play with those things. So thinking your thirds, your fourths, your fifths, moving up and down your whole harp. It's good to get all your strings playing. That's what I've learned. It's good to get your hands used to playing and keeping their shapes everywhere. So have fun with that. And fourth, for Harp Basics 4, we're going to bring in number 3.